I want to start a hardcore Minecraft world with the goal of making overly complex contraptions and builds to get every item I need completely automatic. But as someone who's never played hardcore, I was worried that I wouldn't even get past the first night. Lucky for me, I spawned right next to a mushroom island and found tons of diamonds. Before we get started, make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're not already, and turn on that notification bell for weekly videos. Let's get into it. When I first spawned in, I found myself in a thick jungle biome, and I feel like it's pretty rare to spawn in a jungle since most of the time I end up in a plains or a forest of some kind. But what's even better is that I spawned right next to this singular stack of bamboo, which I made sure to grab so that we can use it later on for an automated farm. Next up, as usual, I punched some trees, but this time with a stick of bamboo instead of my bare hands. After I gathered a few pieces of wood, I crafted a wooden pickaxe and dug down to get some cobblestone for some better tools. With some stone tools secured, I decided to gather a decent amount of wood before trying to find somewhere to settle down, so I had enough to craft whatever I end up needing. I found a small forest biome right next to the jungle where we spawned, and I made sure to gather as much oak wood as possible while avoiding birch trees at all costs. After finishing up by gathering some jungle logs for a change, I set out to wage war against the grass to find some seeds that I can plant later on once I found somewhere to make a base. After finding seeds on my first try, I decided to gather more saplings, so I went back to chopping trees. And while collecting some more wood, I thought about my goals for the series and how I could give myself the most efficient start possible in the beginning. So I realized my main goal for the series is to build as many complex and interesting automated farms as possible. But to even get to that point without dying, I need to get some good armor first, and so that I am not randomly one-shot by a creeper. So with that in mind, for this first episode, I'll be looking to firstly gather some materials that I can turn into some automated farms later on, and then find somewhere to settle down and build a base, and then lastly go mining and hopefully find a few diamonds to get a decent set of armor. After gathering so many saplings that even Mr. Beast would be jealous, I decided to look around to find somewhere to build my base, and as I walked up the hill and looked past the trees, I saw a mushroom island right off the coast of the jungle biome. I figured that would be the perfect place to start a hardcore Minecraft world because there's no mobs that spawn on that island at night and I will be completely safe. So with that in mind, I ran off the edge and headed towards it. Life could be a dream. Do, 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 shaboom. Life could be a dream. If I could take you up in paradise up above. If you would tell me I'm the only one that you love. Life could be a dream. Sweetheart, hello, hello again. Shaboom, and open we'll meet again. Boom. Ding dong, ding dong, a lang, a lang, a lang. Oh, whoa, whoa, bip. A bip, a do, a dip. Oh, life could be a dream. If only all my precious plans would come true. If you would let me spend my whole life loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart. When I arrived, I made sure to gather all of the sugarcane and the coal that was on the shore before I went out to check the rest of the island out. One of the best parts of Mushroom Islands are the mushrooms that spawn here, and so I made sure to make friends with them right away.
Hey, what's up, boys?
These mushrooms are just like normal cows, but instead of giving you milk, if you right-click on them with an empty bowl, you end up getting mushroom stew. This is a pretty good food source in the early game, so we won't really have to worry about getting anything else renewable. But after I grow these seeds into some wheat, I'll make sure to put them all in a corral so I can start making more of them. The next most important thing to do is to plant all of the resources that I gathered over on the jungle island so I can start to grow some more. I threw down the bamboo and the cocoa beans that I found along with the seeds, but that's when I realized I don't have a bucket of water yet, so these seeds might not grow.
Wait a second.
With this in mind now, I made sure to plant the sugarcane down near the water on the shore so it'll actually grow and we can start getting some more. Afterwards, I ran around the island planting a forest worth of saplings before I decided to jump down into a nearby cave system in search of some iron for a bucket and better tools. I dove down into the cave and immediately found a couple veins of iron, which I mined. Then some coal. Then some more iron. Right after this, I found what seemed to be the entrance to an underwater lush cave, which looked pretty cool. I jumped into the water to mine some more iron before I laid my eyes on exactly what I came here for.
Enemy spotted.
After finding diamonds while still only having a stone pickaxe, I ran to the surface to smelt the iron I had and craft a pickaxe out of it. The first thing I did when I reached the surface was smelt my iron to make a pickaxe, axe, shield, and a bucket so I could finally water my crops. Now that my crops are watered and able to grow, I jumped back into the caves and went down to where I found the diamonds. I think I'll definitely need to build a staircase here at some point because I took a lot of damage going back down. Unfortunately, when I mined the diamonds, there was only 2. Not enough for a pickaxe, but I have a feeling there's more where that came from. I decided to dive deeper into the underwater cave where I found some more iron, which I mined. And while doing so, I broke into another cave system and I decided to check it out. When I got down to the bottom, I was very surprised with what I ended up finding. This cave system I found is massive and contains everything that I think I'll need to get a good start in this hardcore series. There's an amethyst geode over here, a mine shaft, a huge lava lake, and it's all surrounded by this giant lush cave. I'm sure this cave has enough diamonds in it for a full set of diamond armor, so I'm going to take some time and look around to see what I can find. It kind of looks like an infinity pool here. There's way more diamonds in this cave than I can count. I see there's a lot more stuff to get down there, but I'd rather not go down until I have some armor, so I think I'm gonna look around for a few more diamonds to make a full set before I jump down. I think I have enough for a full set of armor now. I'm going down there. Now that I'm down here, I think I'm gonna light the place up a bit and take a look around to see what I can find. After looking around for a while, I ended up finding a zombie spawner, so I made sure to light it up and write down the coordinates so I can come back later and turn it into an XP farm. I left the cave that I found the first zombie spawner in, and I ended up finding the second one right next to it, pretty much, and I looked at the coordinates, and they're, like, maybe 15 blocks away from each other, so I think I can make a double XP, a double spawner farm with it, so I think I'm gonna do that in a little while. After looking around more and not really finding too much else, I decided to go back up to the surface to count up what I found for the day. On my way up, I had to stop to look at these two skeletons fight it out, and then I gave the winner a prize. Now that I'm back in the safety of the Mushroom Island, I think I'm going to end off today's episode with a relaxing tree chopping time lapse. So, enjoy. Now that I have enough materials, I think in the next video I'm going to start to make some automatic farms, and I think I'll also hit up the nether as well to get some quartz for redstone components and some soul sand for item elevators. But for now, I'm going to end it off here. Leave a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for next week's video. Thank you.